afternoon, graduates, parents, guests, those joining us online, and staff. Welcome to the 9th session of the 55th Annual Convocation Ceremony of St. Clair College of Applied Arts and Technology. I am Mark Benoit, Chair of the School of Academic Studies, and it is my honor and pleasure to act as Master of Ceremonies for today's program. St. Clair College would like to respectfully recognize and acknowledge that it occupies the traditional, ancestral, and contemporary lands of the Three Fires Confederacy, territory of the Ojibwa, Odawa, and Potawatomi nations. We acknowledge the many other tribes and indigenous nations that call this beautiful land home. We give thanks to the land and the surrounding water for sustaining us. Would you please rise, if able, to join in the singing of O Canada, performed by Daniela Marentat.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Daniela. Please be seated. I would like to acknowledge and thank today's piper, Walt Tumaszewski, interpreters Christy Riom and Shirley Millett. Before we begin the formal part of the ceremony, I would like to make a few announcements. We are pleased to advise you that your TV, locally on Cogeco Cable, will air this session of Convocation. For times, visit stclairalumni.com. We are also live streaming this session at www.stclaircollege.ca. Please set your cell phones to silent during the ceremony. Guests are asked to remain in their seats during graduation. We also ask that the graduates stay in their seats until the ceremony is completed. I will now introduce the members of the Board of Governors who are with us today. I would ask that they remain standing, if able, until after the members of college administration are also introduced. Art Barron, Bob Renaud, Gay Rye. And today's guest speaker, Karen Bolger, Alumnus of Distinction 2022. I would also like to introduce the members of the college administration. President Dr. Patricia France, Wasim Habash, Senior Vice President, Academic and College Operations, John Fairley, Vice President, College Communications and Community Relations and Executive Director, Foundation. Mark Jones, Vice President, Finance and Chief Financial Officer. Ron Segan, Vice President, International Relations, Campus Development and Student Services. Joe Sirianni, Vice President, Human Resources, Safety, Security, and Facilities Management. Michael Savaggi, Vice President, Academic and Registrar. Lendita Prendi, Executive Director, Center for Academic Excellence and Quality Assurance. Monica Staley Lang, Chair, School of Health Science, Windsor and Chatham. Laura Kopat, Chair, School of Nursing, Windsor and Chatham. And from the St. Clair College Alumni Association, Billy Topolopoulos. I now call upon St. Clair College President Patty France to provide opening remarks.
Thank you, Mark. On behalf of the college's administration and the entire family of St. Clair employees, it is a pleasure to welcome you to this convocation session as we recognize our graduates of autumn 2022. October is, I believe, a very appropriate month to conduct this final phase of the academic journey. It meshes so perfectly with a major holiday that falls during the month, Thanksgiving. Not every culture or nation uses the word Thanksgiving, but almost all of them have a special fall-time event of the same nature. It is an ancient and revered custom to celebrate the end of the agricultural growing cycle and to express gratitude for our hard-earned harvest that will sustain us through the winter months. Use any internet search engine, type in Harvest Festival and the name of any country, and interesting results are certain to pop up. Again, they may not have the specific name of Thanksgiving, but the purpose of all of these celebrations is precisely that. Worldwide, every autumn, all humans seem to be very, very thankful people. And when you think about it, isn't our October event today identical to that sort of celebration in many, many ways? It began, I have no doubt, with your parents and loved ones who planted the seed of a love of learning in you at a very early age. They always encouraged you to attend school, to study hard, to strive for academic excellence, to do your very best. In your teenage and young adult years, they probably helped you to consider and explore some career options, which probably led you to finding your way here to St. Clair College. And maybe your loved ones helped you with some of the expenses associated with that. Family. Now there's something to be very, very thankful for. In this planting, growing, and harvesting analogy, I suppose your professors and lab techs would be the equivalent of farmers. They nurtured you constantly with knowledge, information, and skills. Along the way, our academic counselors, tutors, and other staff members may have weeded out some of your obstacles so that you could blossom more fully. Thanks goes to them as well. And here we are today with a spectacular crop of graduates. And just as we celebrate and give thanks for an agricultural harvest that will see us through the lean winter months, we know that the knowledge and skills you've absorbed and the research techniques and work habits you've acquired will do more than just sustain you in the employment marketplace. They will be the basis of exceptional success for you personally and professionally. We hope, too, that one other seed has been nurtured within you during your time here at St. Clair College, namely the same spirit of helping others as active giving members of the community at large. Society needs your heart as much as the economy needs your intellect, so please be prepared to lend a hand whenever you can. Part of being thankful is striving to pass along one's blessings to the less fortunate. As for us, the college community is very thankful that you spent some time with us, that you enlivened and enlightened our campuses. And then as graduates and members of the school's Alumni Association, you will now carry St. Clair's reputation for excellence out into the world. We are confident that you will, as you always have, make us proud. Congratulations, my dear saints. I look forward to seeing you shortly as you cross the stage to receive your diplomas.
Thank you, President France. I would now like to call upon Bob Renaud, member of the Board of Governors, to deliver greetings from the board.
Thank you, Mark. Congratulations to the class of 2022. You guys are great. In a few minutes, each of you will walk across this stage as St. Clair College graduates in front of your friends, your family, your peers, your mentors, and the college community. Before you do, however, it is my privilege to say a few words about the path ahead and to reflect on the journey that brought you here. Many of you started your program during a life-altering global pandemic. Despite uncertainties, you were committed to advancing your education and expanding your horizons. You logged into online classes, you transitioned to in-person learning, and you constantly adapted. You found ways to continue to move forward. Even when, especially when obstacles seemed insurmountable and pressing on, you was exhausting and daunting. Whether you recognized at the time or not, the experience of an often changing environment helped you to understand the complexities of our world. To get here today, you demonstrated resilience and dedication. These are skills that will serve you for a lifetime. You did it. Each of you did it. You should be so proud. And now today you're receiving a tangible symbol of all that hard work and perseverance. Today you're receiving your certificate, your diploma, your degree as an acknowledgement that this chapter in your story has concluded. But it's just a chapter, because graduation is not the end goal, but rather a starting point for further achievements. Your certificates, diplomas, and degrees are your passport for the next chapter of your journey. And in that spirit, I hope as you pursue adventures beyond this campus, don't hesitate to help others cross their finish line as you have done so remarkably. Be kind, be gracious, and be considerate of others as you make your mark on the world. There's one more issue that I think it's important to share with you today. A very important contributor to your current and future success and happiness is that you must believe in yourself. You must believe in yourself as a competent, honest, caring, and sharing person. A person who wants to succeed in a chosen career, as well as succeed with strong relationships with your family, with your friends, and your colleagues. Believe in yourself. It will likely make you a happier and more successful person as your journey continues. I want to personally thank the friends and family that are here today and watching online for their encouragement and support throughout your time at St. Clair College. We join together to celebrate your accomplishments. We also want to acknowledge and thank our faculty and staff for their role in your journey. Well done, Saints Nation. It's been our honor to share this time with you. Now it's your time to rise up as the newest members of our alumni family and proudly take your place wherever you are needed. Throughout Windsor, Essex, Chatham, Kent, the Greater Toronto area and beyond, wherever that is, wherever you pursue your dreams. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I know that whatever you do, you'll make St. Clair College proud and put your talents, your creativity, and your character to work in ways you can hardly imagine today. Let the rest of your personal journey begin now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. I would now like to reintroduce John Fairley, Vice President, College Communications and Community Relations and Executive Director of St. Clair College Foundation, who will introduce our guest speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. Karen Bolger is from the class of 1985. Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to say the date. I promised them earlier I wouldn't say it. Developmental service worker. Presently, she's the Executive Director of Community Living, Essex County, obviously in Essex. Growing up in Amherstburg, Karen was told by her parents to help whenever she could. During his 36-year career of community living Essex County, she has lived up to that motto by helping thousands of people and their families get the care and services they deserve. As a teenager, Karen volunteered at a local fitness program for people with intellectual disabilities. And after making the connection with a friend named Maria, Marie, she was inspired to attend St. Clair College in Chatham, right here, to become a developmental service worker at the age of 17. Okay, never mind. Karen credits her DSW instructors in Chatham for being respectful to their students, but also placing high expectations on them. Within 1 year of graduating from the college in 1985, Karen was already working full-time and quickly making her way into management role of Community Living Essex County, the largest non-for-profit employer in Windsor, Essex, and the largest developmental service agency in the western region of Ontario. In her role of Director of Operations, she is known as a caring and compassionate manager who listens to staff's concerns and acts on things as needed. She was also a key player in the establishment of several annual fundraising events for Community Living Essex County, which is geared towards supporting specific goals and projects linked with key community events such as the Ruthven Apple Festival, which St. Clair was sponsor of the recent apple baskets and everything, the Jingle Bell Run Walk, the Run Walk and Wheel, coming up obviously at Christmas, and the holiday gift wrapping stations at Devonshire Mall during the holidays. In 2017, Karen was named the winner of the George Sutton Scholarship in recognition of over 30 years of involvement in developmental service sector, championing local, regional, and provincial activities, including the Windsor-Essex Service Provider Collaboration Committee, Local Enhanced Community Response Network Co-Chair, Windsor-Essex Compassionate Communities Committee, Regional ECR Committee, and the Enhanced Specialized Service Planning Committee. Karen was promoted to the Executive Director of Community Living in 2018 and now oversees a group of 740 employees who offer a wide variety of supports and services to over 700 children, youth, adults, and their families, while also providing management for 62 support locations, including 57 small group living homes. Ladies and gentlemen, students, please welcome Alumni of Distinction, Karen Bolger.
Thank you, John, for that introduction. I'd like to start by thanking St. Clair College President Patty France, the Board of Governors, the Alumni Association, and all of the college staff that work each and every day to educate and mentor the graduates that we're here today to celebrate. It is my honor and great pleasure to have been invited to share this important day with you. As I was deliberating on how to deliver a message that was motivating and inspiring to this graduating class, I reflected back on my own journey and experiences after graduating from St. Clair College as a developmental service worker. As John said, I was raised in Amherstburg with 3 biological siblings and many foster siblings and other people who just needed a caring, loving family at one point in their life. My parents raised us to always help those who are in need and anyone less fortunate. My father was a truck driver and my mom was a registered nursing assistant. So as you can imagine, finances were tight. But they managed and continued to care for many people beyond my immediate family. As a teenager, I set my sights on becoming a lawyer. I wanted a prestigious, well-paying job and thought, what the heck, lawyers make lots of money. I could work and I can continue to help others as my parents did, but with a lot more financial security. I lined up all of my high school classes to ensure when it came time to apply for university, all my ducks were in a row. I'd have all of the required classes that I needed, and I was told it would be a good idea to do some community service because it would look good on my application. Back in the day, it wasn't mandatory. I found a volunteer opportunity right at my high school, a few evenings a week, spending time with adults with intellectual disabilities, participating in sports and physical fitness. I hadn't had much exposure to people with disabilities, so it was all pretty new to me. That volunteer opportunity changed my future. I met a young woman there. Her name was Marie, as John said. I have never met anyone like her. She was so full of positive energy. She was welcoming. She introduced me to other participants. She had no coordination whatsoever, but she gave it her all. every activity, every sport. She laughed, she encouraged others, and never gave up, and really had a joy for life that I had never seen before. She was the reason I kept going back and continued to volunteer. I looked forward to those nights at the school gym. I learned so much about the lives of people who participated, their struggles, their accomplishments, and the way that people treated people who were different. I wanted to make a difference in the lives of people with disabilities. My desire to be a lawyer disappeared. I applied to the DSW program at St. Clair College, and that was one of the best decisions I ever made. St. Clair was a fit for me. I enjoyed the smaller, more intimate classes, and it was really conducive to learning and created the groundwork to prepare me for the future. I cherished the foundational educational experiences, friendships, future colleagues from my time at St. Clair College. When I graduated, one of my first jobs was at Community Living Essex County as a part-time support worker. I was assigned to work with 2 young women who were living on their own with supports in an apartment. And unbeknownst to me, when I arrived, I was greeted by a familiar face. It was Marie. Marie and I worked very closely for many years in different capacities, and as my career moved along, we stayed in touch until her passing earlier this year. I can't describe the impact and influence that this one unassuming, wonderfully positive woman with an intellectual disability had on my life. There will be people that will cross your path that can be both positive and negative influences. You will need to determine how you will respond and learn from each of them. My career focus has changed over the years. My initial desire was to directly support and care for people with disabilities, but as I came to know people, their struggles, discrimination, segregation, and marginalization of people with disabilities, my purpose and my focus changed. I wanted to make a greater impact. I wanted to make a big difference. I looked for positions of increased responsibility and opportunity within Community Living Essex County. I put in the time and I worked hard every day. I put my hand up every chance I could. I wanted to learn and I wanted to be involved. I joined provincial and regional committees within the developmental services sector to learn and expand my understanding of the sector as a whole. I wanted to have a say and represent and advocate for people with disabilities beyond Essex County. To be successful and feel fulfilled in anything that you do, you need to look for and capitalize on opportunities. Challenge yourself, show up, and work hard every day. My DSW certification was the foundation of my education, but it wasn't the end of it. And for many of you, you will continue your academic journey throughout your careers. Steve Jobs once said, "You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. This graduating class will be the leaders of the future. We need leaders who feel empowered and not threatened, who are open to new ideas and who want every single person in this country to feel like they belong. Leaders who are strong but diplomatic, who champion those that are disadvantaged, racialized, and discriminated against, and are unafraid of those who are different from them. Leaders who challenge ideas but don't bully, who are strong enough to debate ideas but who have dignity and who afford dignity to others. Leaders must act with integrity and compassion. You must be bold and recognize the feelings of fear that accompany uncertainty and act on it anyway. That doesn't mean that you won't make mistakes and you won't fail, because most assuredly you will. We all do. But remember, mistakes and failure are useful. They teach us the lessons we need to learn to ensure the next time we make better decisions. Mistakes and adversity can be opportunities, and sometimes you have to search for them, but they're there. I have learned this throughout the years, but most recently through the pandemic. It goes without saying that COVID-19 changed the world around us in practically the blink of an eye. We began a journey down a road that we had never traveled. We very quickly had to shift in our priorities. We We had to quickly create and gather new resources and tools, establish new relationships and alliances with new partners. One of the many challenges we experienced was the closure at the beginning of the pandemic of our day support programs for adults. This was extremely difficult for people and families, but it provided an opportunity to redesign the way that we were providing these supports. We changed our model from an antiquated congregate setting to be more individualized, person-directed, and to focus on helping people build a full, inclusive life in their community of their choosing. We capitalized on an adverse situation caused by the pandemic to turn it into a positive change for people. I took the lessons learned from people with lived experience, their families, our communities, and my own family experiences, and turned it into action. My entire career has been advocating for better lives for people who are marginalized, to share the gifts and talents of people with disabilities, and to ensure that we develop communities where everyone is welcomed and has a sense of belonging. This hasn't been easy, and there's still much work to be done. There are so many aspects of advocacy and leadership. The challenges are great. Government, politics, funding, education, changing societal beliefs, but you never have to do it alone. You need to surround yourself with like-minded people who are motivated, who believe in the same goals and visions as you. One of the most valuable things I've learned from my own experiences, as well from mentors and friends, is that the only way to accomplish meaningful things in life is by acting confidently and boldly. Being timid has never gotten anyone anywhere. Graduation is both thrilling and nerve-wracking. I was once sitting in your seat, and just like you, when I graduated, I didn't know what to expect. I felt the same anxious uncertainty, worried about what comes next. But unlike you, I didn't have the benefit, and yes, I'm saying benefit, of graduating after years clouded by COVID-19. You have developed serious courage and strength. I mean, you guys couldn't control a pandemic. You couldn't control social restrictions, but you did what you could with it. And your lives will be richer for the experience and having developed those new tools. Take that resiliency, strength, and the ways that you've successfully responded during the hard times and during a once-in-a-generation pandemic with you as you leave today. I leave you with this. Lead, love, laugh, fall down, but get back up. Rage and cry against injustice. Love what you do, help build this country, and most importantly, be the changes that you wish to see in this world. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Karen. I would now like to reintroduce Senior Vice President, Academic and College Operations, Wasim Abash, to acknowledge our award winners.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Faculty Academic Award is designed to recognize a graduating student in each program, full or part-time, who has best demonstrated academic excellence. The Student Leadership Award recognizes the graduating student in each program, again, full or part-time, who best combines academic achievement and leadership. Would the recipients of the Faculty Academic Award and the Student Leadership Award please stand so that we can congratulate you on your achievements. Good job. Graduates, congratulations on receiving your diplomas or certificates. Convocation is the formal recognition of your achievements. You have worked very hard, so celebrate this accomplishment. It is most deserving. There is, however, one other group here at St. Clair College that also deserve to be recognized. These are the remarkable, dedicated faculty who have contributed to your success. Students, If I can ask you to please join me in a standing ovation to the faculty who are sitting here to our left, to my left, to your right. Join me in a standing ovations to thank them for their support for your success. Thank you, graduates.
Thank you, Wasim. We've now come to the formal part of our ceremony where the diplomas, certificates, and degrees will be awarded and become official documents of the college. Would the graduate please stand if able? Please stand up. Okay, thank you. I would now like to call upon President France and Vice President Academic and Registrar Michael Savaggi to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. Madam President, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for diplomas, certificates, and degrees by successfully completing curricula by all divisions of St. Clair College. They have been recommended by the faculty to be awarded diplomas, certificates, and degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of St. Clair College, I do hereby confer on you your respective diplomas, certificates, and degrees with all of the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Madam President, on behalf of the graduates not present, I request that you confer their diplomas, certificates, and degrees in absentia.
I so do.
Thank you.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, during the next part of the program, we will present the graduates individually to the Board of Governors and President France to receive congratulations. While the first of our graduates are making their way to the stage, I would like to tell you about the stole and the hood. The stole and hood have a long history within academics, originating in the 15th century Europe in the age of great artists, scholars, and explorers of the Renaissance. Today, the stole and hood symbolizes recognition of an individual who is now prepared to assume a responsible and creative role in the community. St. Clair College graduates of 1, 2, or 3-year certificate or diplomas receive a custom stole that is draped over their shoulders to signify acceptance into the alumni community and denote achievement in academics. St. Clair College graduates of a 4-year honors bachelor degree receive a custom hood to signify acceptance into the alumni community and denote achievement in academics. The color of the velvet trim indicates the area of study in which the degree was granted. Both the hood and stole are specifically designed for our graduates and celebrate tradition within St. Clair College and Saints Nation. Members of the Board of Governors, on the recommendation of our teaching faculty, it is my pleasure to present to you graduates for diplomas, certificates, and degrees from the School of Academic Studies. It is my honor to present the graduates in the Border Service Program.
Jasmine Good. Amy Susan, graduating with academic distinction, also receiving the Faculty Academic Award.
Exandria Muller Case. That concludes the graduates in the Border Services Program. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Child and Youth Care Accelerated Program.
Melody Bojaruniak Turner. Krista Carmichael. Lisa Cornelier, graduating with academic distinction, also receiving the Student Leadership Award. Melanie Dutcher. Nicholas Jane. Tessa Jose, graduating with academic distinction. Tatiana Leon Huron. Megan Stoffin, graduating with academic distinction.
That concludes the graduates in the Child and Youth Care Accelerated Program. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Developmental Services Worker Program.
Amber Quinn.
Sydney Perrin. That concludes the graduates in the Developmental Service Worker Program. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Office Admin Executive Program.
Kaylee Ellis. Morgan Froese, receiving the Faculty Academic Award. Jessica Glass, graduating with academic distinction. Deanne Granger, receiving the Student Leadership Award. Brock Harper. Amanda Ramsden, graduating with academic distinction. Cheryl Smith, graduating with academic distinction.
That concludes the graduates in the Office Administration Executive Program. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Early Childhood Education Program.
Kamaljit Kaur.
That concludes the graduates in the Early Childhood Education Program. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Office Administration Health Services Program.
Lanai Brueggemann. Sheldon Claroux, graduating with academic distinction, also receiving the Student Leadership Award. Dawn Cooper, graduating with academic distinction. Cindy Curtin. Brittany Groves. Holly McLaughlin.
Abigail Fairburn. That concludes the graduates in the Office Administration Health Services Program. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Police Foundations Program.
Elise Baruch, receiving the Faculty Academic Award. Samuel Enslin, receiving the Student Leadership Award. Amber O'Donnell. Kaylee O'Donnell. Ilya Stepanenko. Allison Toll. Jaylee White.
That concludes the graduates in the Police Foundation's program. This concludes the graduates in the School of Academic Studies. I would now like to call upon Laura Kopat, Chair of the School of Nursing.
Members of the Board of Governors, on the recommendations of our teaching faculty, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduates for diplomas, certificates, and degrees for the School of Nursing. I have the honor to present the graduates in the Personal Support Worker Program.
Candy Chauvin, receiving the Student Leadership Award. Zoe Clogg. Carolyn Jeans, graduating with academic distinction, also receiving the Faculty Academic Award. Ethan Peixoto.
This concludes the graduates in the Personal Support Worker Program. I now have the honor to present the graduates in the Practical Nursing Program.
Adafunke Aramiri. Olufamilola Atoyebi. Rachel Bedford. Allison Chopchick. Alyssa Clark. Amber Cottell. Morgan Dale. Nicole Dawson Cianelli. Candace Fraser, graduating with academic distinction, also receiving the Student Leadership Award. Santa Gurung. Chelsea Hillis. Nina Hoy. Kristen Holt. Hannah Hussein. Faith Lamb. Amanda McLean. Alina Maria Soyan. Amy Marion. Chijioke Matthew Uguede. Reem Merheb. Bethlehem Falate. Afolabi Oyedele. Kember Manili Casey. Lisa Newman. Claude Inchimier. Stephanie Puttister. Emma Richmond. Cecilia Roman. Janae Russell. Aisha Sarah Sam. Brianna Schmaltz. Danielle Sebin. Rachel Sheridan. Kaindi Temitope Onike. Kristen Tuckwell. Shantae Wright.
Sarah Jacques. Justin Brooks Walker. This concludes the graduates in the program of practical nursing. And this concludes the graduates in the School of Nursing.
Thank you, Laura. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the conferring of diplomas and certificates. At this time, I would like to reintroduce Billy Paganopoulos from the St. Clair College Alumni Association.
Thank you, Mark. On behalf of the St. Clair Alumni Association, I would like to congratulate all of you on a significant life achievement. As a St. Clair College graduate, I know the countless hours and sacrifices that all of you have made to reach this milestone and earn your credentials. And today, each and every one of you has earned this celebration. Today officially marks the start of your next chapter. You will join thousands of graduates throughout Windsor, Essex, Chatham, Kent, the Greater Toronto Area, Ontario, and globally around the world. Our more than 125,000 alumni are contributing, building, designing, caring, leading, entertaining, feeding, managing, and investing in workplaces and communities in all corners of the globe. It's truly amazing to see the impact that our graduates have had. Today is your turn to rise above the ordinary. As graduates, you are now lifelong members of the St. Clair College Alumni Association family, and we will be here to support you along your next adventures. Stay connected and take advantage of the benefits we offer, including affinity partnerships, ticket giveaways, and alumni discounts. Keep an eye out for our monthly e-newsletter, follow us on our social channels, and join us at our community events. Saints Nation is for forever. In closing, I'd like to congratulate all of our graduates, their families, and wish you all continued success, health, and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy. At this time, I would like to reintroduce Lindita Prendy, Executive Director, Center for Academic Excellence and Quality Assurance.
Could the audience please rise, if able, for the closing reflection? Please join me in this closing reflection. Together we ask that all our graduates be filled with joy and peace. May they have success and happiness throughout the years. May they bring honor and wisdom to their own lives, their families, their communities, and our country. And may they be filled with a desire to learn new things throughout their lives. We ask this according to the terms of our individual faiths. Please be seated.
Thank you, Lindita. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 9th session of the 55th Annual Convocation of St. Clair College. We ask that the audience please remain seated until the graduates and faculty have left the theater. Enjoy today's reception sponsored by your Alumni Association immediately following the ceremony. Thank you, miigwech, and merci beaucoup.